Hey guys, hope you're doing well. The news has been broken today. It's official. Uh, Pogba will not be available against Inter. Same thing with Federico Chiesa. Wouldn't it be something if Juventus defeat Inter at the Allianz without Pogba or Chiesa? Uh, Hopefully it ends in a draw. Certainly the match will be played to be a draw. Maybe Chiesa will be enough, but all we know is that Pogba had surgery in September, but upon a medical review, he has been ruled out of the World Cup in addition to Ngolo Kante. These are huge, huge, huge losses. Also, Blaise Matuidi is not on the team this year. Following yesterday and today's medical review in Torino and Pittsburgh, it is extremely painful to inform Paul Pogba will still need recovery time from his surgery. His agent has said, for this reason, Paul will not be able to join Juventus squad before the World Cup, nor the France national team in Qatar. If wishful thinking would change things, Paul would play tomorrow. That would be wishful thinking is the key term. So he is a huge, huge, huge doubt to be in the World Cup. Is France even capable of making it to the knockouts? Maybe. Just maybe. Still have a lot of firepower on that team. Laurie has declined a little bit, the goalkeeper. Injured his knee in July in preseason, has not played a single game. Juventus said also in the statement, Paul Pogba, in light of real radiological examinations performed at J Medical and carried out in Pittsburgh on the evaluation of his knee, needs to continue his rehabilitation program. Ego-wise, Paul Pogba can sit here and say, hey, France, what did they do without me? I won the World Cup for France. They could not win without me. So this does satisfy Paul Pogba's ego. Kante, though, was doing all the dirty, dirty, dirty work. I think Kante's the bigger loss between the two midfielders. But also Paul Pogba would take on more of an instrumental role if Matuidi also wasn't back there doing some of the holding duties. Tunisia, Australia. I mean, now Denmark has a real chance of winning in the group. Adrian Rabiot, don't get me started with Rabiot. Okay, he scored his first goal, and it feels like in 50 matches against Maccabi Haifa. So if you're relying on Rabiot, I don't think so. I don't think so. But Rabiot, he's motivated to have a bigger role in the future for France. He missed the last World Cup, so we'll find out how Adrian Rabiot will do. Adrian Rabiot against Argentina, to say the least, they are absolutely screwed against Guido Rodriguez and Rodrigo de Paul. Rabiot is just not up for it. But what about Pavard? I mean, what about Pavard? He probably doesn't play a midfield position. He's a defender. He's a defender. But he did score some goals, I think, in the World Cup. Adrian Rabiot? I don't know. I don't know. They've lost the firepower for sure. Who is this guy that they're talking about? Aurelien Tchouameni, a Real Madrid player. How's he done this season? Didn't he play for Monaco? So we'll see how deep this midfield depth is. I still want to say Messiah goes up against the Cross of Denmark, but we'll surely find out if Messiah gets another chance to defeat France. Mbappe won't be happy for it. I think it's best if the Eagles all avoid each other on the PSG team, but you never know. But it does make it a very interesting group to see how Rabiot and how the kid from Monaco to Real Madrid does. Can't pronounce his last name, but that was one of the big transfers of the transfer window last year. How good is his quality? Because we're not concerned about Rabiot. We know what he is. He's average. He's mediocre. How is the kid from Real Madrid going to do? Is the motivation of missing out the last World Cup? Does Rabiot care? Or he's just another mercenary player on Juventus who's extremely mediocre and extremely average and overpaid. And you see kids like Fagioli and Meretti outplaying him in attack. Still good enough, but there's a lot of questions. Are the midfield can get the ball out quickly if there's a counter to take advantage of? Lots of big questions. I'm looking out for the kid who played for Monaco and is on Real Madrid to make a difference. We will find out how good he is. If he has the quality to play for Real Madrid, don't know how much match time he had for Real Madrid, and how good Tunisia, not a question. Australia, I don't think not a question. It's up to the Denmark game. It really is up to that game. Let's see if they do finish first in the group, then that will really hype them up as a contender in 2026. So we'll find out. France against Argentina, would love the revenge. Not the same without Pogba. In Kante, I believe they go through UEFA, that's for sure. So they avoid Brazil. It's just pressing in, have midfielders. So the excuses are already coming. Oh, here, Scaloni has built a team that is not reliant on Messias to win the match. They've played the young guys, Lautaro Martinez. They've got Guido Rodriguez holding position. The kid, Rodrigo de Paul. Cristiano Ronaldo is there. I like to see how good the wingbacks are, like Molina, that I do not know much about. It'll be very, very, very interesting. But you go 35, 36, whatever matches undefeated. You're not just built around Messi if you go that many matches unbeaten. I don't care if they had freaking Richarlison, okay? You still beat Brazil. You still beat Brazil. You still beat an Italian team coming off of the Euro. You still dismantled them. Same Italian team that defeated England. That is in the UEFA League of Nations semifinal. Yeah, we can rule out France's chances of the World Cup for sure right now. They're finished. It's on to Argentina. It's on to contenders on the other side, like Portugal, like Germany. No De Gea. So, I already feel even better about Germany winning the group. And what are they doing on Spain? A real leader like De Gea not in the goalkeeping position. You'll be curious to see if lackluster goalkeeping costs Spain the match against Germany. That is something interesting to look out for. As for Argentina goes, these guys are the brotherhood. They're here for each other. They're here for one common purpose, one familia, one dream, one quest for glory, for the country, for each other as brothers. This is team spirit, baby. Argentina will win.